Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore, illustrated by Eugene Smith. Website's here on the bottom, llewellyn.com. Feel free to freeze frame if you need the spelling or whatever you want from that. Supportive Oracle cards. The Elemental Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Artwork by Kinga Brishji? I think that's close to saying that right. It might be completely wrong. There's the spelling. That way, if you want to find that artist, you can find them. There's a website in the back, rockpoolpublishing.co. I've seen rockpoolpublishing.co.uk, and I've seen rockpoolpublishing.com, so whatever works for you. Little fun excursion, adventure, 5-second adventure, if you want to find out if it works or not. I always forget. When I walk out away from this camera, I forget about even looking at that stuff. So, what do we have for Aries? Ooh. I'm not saying you're connected to the Scorpio reading, but there's some similarities here. I'm just saying. So, I don't know if that's going to help you or not. I'm wondering, because something's going on here, and I've been watching. Oh, I've been watching. Okay. I'm feeling like this is a part of that reading. It's like the other side of it. Could be wrong. But, or another piece of it, I should say. I've been watching. Something's been going on, and I've been watching, and I'm not amused. Somebody's playing bull. Somebody's being an idiot. I know that's a harsh word, but I kind of feel like that's how I feel about it. Like they're being ridiculous. They're causing problems. They're trying to get out of work. They have other people doing their work for them, and I'm fed up with it. I've been watching though. I'm waiting for my moment because for some reason I'm not going towards this, which you're strategizing. I know Aries does this. Kind of like, no, I'm looking to fix this for good, and I'm gonna wait for them to approach me because when they approach me, then we're gonna really have some fun. Maybe you have called this out in the past and you're like, it just doesn't give me the outcome I'm looking for. So I'm waiting. They'll come towards me. And there's something they're doing here that I don't like. I'm like, I don't like how they're playing, but you're strategizing. You know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. You're holding back, but it's kind of like, it's not so much holding back as like waiting. You're waiting for the moment, waiting for the right moment. Something's going wrong here. They don't want to do what they're supposed to do. They're playing BS. You know, they're fooling around, having other people do what they're supposed to be doing, and then whoever has been helping them out is done. They're fed up with it. They're like, no, person screwing around. I'm not doing that. No, I'm done. Fix your own mess. Fix your own mess. So they still don't want to do what they're supposed to do, so they're screwing around, not doing what they're supposed to do. Things are kind of falling apart. And then the Ten of Swords shows up with, what is this? The South. I feel like this explains where this came from. But the South to me is a warm area, but at least where I am. But I feel like this is talking about where it came from for some reason. Like this is where this originated from. I keep feeling that for some reason. Like, that's what I'm getting from this card. I'm an intuitive reader. That's what I'm going for. Like where this originated from, this is where this came from, their behavior. And I feel like they need help. They're not willing to put in the correct effort to make this work out right. And if they don't correct this now, they're going to end up with true devastation. So it's like, it's so far behind from them avoiding what they're supposed to do that they're either going to fail miserably or they have to find somebody to help them pull it back together and make this right. So that's your moment. This is where they ask you for help. Or this is your moment, this is your moment. Either they're asking you for help or somehow you get in there and you're like, all right, this isn't the way this is supposed to be. I don't like how this is. This is not in your reach the way you're handling it. And it's whatever you've been doing has not been what you're supposed to have been doing. I don't know what you've been doing, but this isn't right. The Moon card? Is that the Moon card? You don't like the way they've been handling things. And you're kind of like, up until now, I didn't feel like I could really fix this, but now it's like it's pass or fail. And if you want to pass, you're going to have to do it the way I want you to do it. And you're creating a very stressful moment for them. A very stressful moment. with purpose, not just for fun, even though you might be enjoying it. You might be enjoying it, but you're like, no, 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 this is how we balance this out. All that time you didn't want to do what you're supposed to, well, you're about to make that up. Everything you were supposed to do, you're doing that now. It may take you a full year to figure it out and do it right, but you're going to do it. And you're going to do it right. You're going to realize that you should have done it right the first time when you were supposed to do it. So, either fail and walk away and goodbye, or get ready to buckle up and you're going to do everything. It's going to take you a year to get on track, but you're going to stick to it or you're going to leave. You're not impressed with this person. And if they leave, you're like, then leave. It's kind of like, if you got to leave, then leave. Then go. I have no patience for this, is what I keep feeling from your side. Somebody, see, this very much reminds me of the other one. Somebody comes in, and I feel like they're talking to the benefit of this person. I feel like somebody's coming in and trying to intervene. I feel like they're acknowledging that you're right, that this is ridiculous and this shouldn't have been like this to begin with. I feel like they're acknowledging that. But I also feel like they're looking at this like, okay, Aries, you got a point, and yes, this needs to be rectified, but a whole year is overdone. It's overdoing it. It's like, if they're going to learn their lesson, they're going to learn it in 3 months, and they're like, we can tell in 3 months if this is going to go right or not. It doesn't have to go a full year. 3 months makes more sense. And I feel like you're kind of like, well, I don't care. This is how this needs to go. This reminds me of the Scorpio reading so much. I'm not saying it's exact. I just feel it because I keep getting like they're negotiating with you. They got voice with the rock. Things coming in really quickly. Let's just be fair. I'm going to just do the dice because it feels like they're negotiating with you. But if they're going to negotiate with you, they have to have something you want. They got the Sun card coming in and they got the Ten of Wands coming in. Ten of Wands reversed, which means they're releasing the stress. They're bringing you something you really want. Aries, if you change how this goes and you squash it into 3 months instead of a whole year, and we actually see if this person's going to work out, we'll know in 3 months if it's going to work or not. We'll know. We don't need to drag it out for a full year. If you do this for me and change this way, you want this, Aries, I will make this happen for you. Whatever it is they're offering you, because I'm getting the release of stress, they're taking something off your plate and you're like, you know what, I don't really want to deal with that. So if you're really willing, if you really want this and you're willing to take that for me and do that I don't really like, I don't like doing that at all. All right, I'll do this. All right, if you're willing to do that for me, I'll do this for you. But it's 3 months, and if they fail, they're still out. I feel like that's kind of like that's like the catch-22. But they have to still achieve this in 3 months. If they don't do what they're supposed to in 3 months, they're done. They're done. I'm not messing with this. I think they're negotiating with you, but you're getting something you really want out of this. And also, you're solving the problem. You are solving the problem. It's weird for Aries to drag it out that long. It's really strange to me, but I feel like you want this person to leave. I feel like that's kind of the end game. Kind of like maybe they could do it in 3 months, but if I feel like if I torture them through the whole year, if they really make it through that, well, I'm sure they'll learn never to screw it up again. But I feel like you're hoping they actually do go. I feel like you're hoping they do go. I think that's why we're doing it that long. Take it with a grain of salt. You decide if that's right or not. But somebody comes in and says, hey, Aries, listen, let's do this way. We'll know in 3 months if they're going to shape up or not. And I'll do this for you. I'll make this right with you here. And then everybody's happy. You like the outcome, but I feel like the person who's been screwing up, you're like, I really don't want them around anymore. I feel like that's the point. Like, I don't really want them around anymore. I'm really kind of fed up with them. But I'm getting something out of it. What you're getting out of this deal, I'm like, yeah, that has some value. It's worth it. Is that the Moon card? It is the Moon card. It's very interesting to me because I feel like, all right, I'm playing fair. Aries is very honest, and you're like, I said I'd do that. I said I'd do this. I said I'd change it, and if they make it, they can stay. But I feel like you're also kind of like, but listen, if they screw it up again, I feel like you might even have told the person that is bailing them out a little bit, if they screw this up again, I'm done. Like, we're not playing this anymore. This is their chance to fix it. I'll give the 3 month thing, but if they make first of all, if they make the 3 month thing, okay, but they have to stay on point from there on out. We're not playing this game anymore. If they start screwing off again, they're still gone. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I feel like they get that. So it's kind of like, I feel like for the next year, though, you're going to be keeping your eye on them. Kind of like, and I think they're going to know it. And it's kind of like, either toe the line and do it like you are supposed to, or you better better find somewhere else. Better find somewhere else, buddy, because it's not going to hold up. And I feel like they know that. So I'm getting for a lot of you, you're probably going to end up with the outcome you want anyway, long term, whatever that means. So whatever that is, you'll probably end up with your outcome. It's amazing that Aries can be very patient if you want to be. And I feel like you're going to get what you want out of the situation. It's going to fold out. I do feel, I don't know if I feel bad about it, or I'm just kind of like seeing like long term. I feel like if this is a work thing and it's kind of like you're in a situation where like they either do it your way or they're going to get fired, and like you renegotiate with somebody else and you make it a little bit easier on them, I still feel like within a year this person will probably leave because this isn't the job for them. So I mean, you might as well get some extra benefit out of it along the way. I mean, why not? So negotiating with that person, I feel like is in your benefit. I don't feel like that's a bad thing. I feel like it shows that you're willing to cooperate when you need to. And again, long term, I still think you're going to get the outcome you want. So you decide what's right. You decide if that's worth it for you or not. That's what I'm getting, though. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.